Much as I loathe being anyone's errand girl, I do anything for the crown. Bludgeon has sent you a message.
Shh! Quiet, sweet messenger. No need to share my private joy with all and sundry. Give it to me. Oh, he's so suave. Listen to this. And then I'll throw you down in the tall grass and... Ah, it gets rather personal after that bit.
Personal, you say? You must be eager to find out if he's sincere, no?
But of course. And I will need an escort. I'll feel safer that way. And I believe you're heading in the same direction? By the by, here's my new maid, a novice sorceress. She hasn't many skills, but one of them is transporting as many as 2 people from one place to another. To be honest, it's all she's good for. Come on now, teleport us, slow coach.
Yes, milady.
You brought company. Did you think it would be boring with just the 2 of us?
I am but a frail lady, my dear. Suppose it wasn't you waiting for me here, but one of my numerous enemies.
As you can see, I'm here.
Before I leave you, I'd like to inquire about Bonnie's fate.
Ah, so that's who you truly care about. That girl sure knows how to choose her defenders. Tell her she's free. For now.
Go. I'll take care of my lady myself.
I'm counting on it. I am grateful for your company, my dear, but I have no more need of your services.
The lady told you to go. What are you waiting for? Written instructions?
Have you seen? Did you want something?
I love heroes, always rushing to rescue the fair damsel.
I can't say it's drained me much. And don't forget your promise to help Marlena.
My promise. Digyan dragged you right in along with her, just as I thought. She must have suspected this wasn't a rendezvous, but a trap waiting for her. Now I have a witness to her involvement with Bludgeon. And not just any witness, but the savior of Nostria. Now Bludgeon will make it clear to her. She ought to be afraid of me.
Ugh, too many words. Do you intend to assist Marlena, yes or no?
I do have some sympathy for the girl. How foolish of her to get trapped by Cleaver. I'll have no trouble convincing that boor to let the poor girl go.
Have you seen the way Bonnie looks at Marlene?
Remember how I said Bludgeon would take Marlena away from you?
Well, yes, I suppose you did.
Then let me remind you. Marlena is leaving to work at the Yen salon right now.
What prompted this change of mind? And how did you come to hear of it?
Because I arranged the whole thing, bird brain. Did you see Bludgeon leave? He went to make the arrangements with the Yen, and those arrangements have arrived. Marlena's escort is none other than the savior of Nostria.
Yes, I have eyes, you know. So the girl is going to work in the Guillen's parlor, like Bonnie before her.
I didn't ask for the details.
I see. That Viper isn't going to share the particulars. I wonder, whatever does Bludgeon see in her? But Bludgeon's whims are none of my business. Take your girl and go.
Actually, I think she's engaged to be married.
I don't care. I simply wanted to keep Brand in my service. But now he's done with banditry altogether. That's as clear as day.
I thought I would rejoice in regaining my freedom, but all I feel is a deep sadness.
You're one complicated character. What's the matter? Have you taken a liking to Cleaver?
How rude, I'm no common slattern to love the likes of him, but I was expecting my betrothed to rescue me, not some hireling. Yet instead of Brand, and Brand says, you.
Yes, the familiar old tale had a minor revision. What now? Is the story not going to end in a wedding? That would be novel.
I can't abide the sight of that coward, and I don't want his ring anymore. Here, you can have it. Perhaps you can put it to use. I'll make my own way now. Thank you for freeing me.
Where do we go next? Damned if I know. We're out of luck, no matter.
Has everyone read
over there.
Cathon's treatise on the
Margaret's
nature... Aha, I've been expecting you. You're going to help me. See these ignorant disciples? They've littered the school's ether with their mispronounced logoi. You need to cleanse the ether and set a good example for them. Can you see the 3 misshapen logoi?
Not really.
Right. I forgot you never had a proper education. Just wait a moment.
Are you going to cast a spell on me?
Hic sentio logi. Now you can see them. What are you waiting for? Set a good example for my pupils. All you need to do is extinguish the logoi in the right order. If they start multiplying, you've made an error. Begin with the farthest one. Well, start already.
That's what I need. I'm sure I can think of something else.
Can't you go around?
Has everyone read Cathon's
there.
treatise on the
Margaret's
nature of
staring at
things? His research suggests the world is...
Something's wrong.
I don't understand.
What matters most is to stay focused until you locate all 3 logoi. There's one thing I recommend to all my disciples.
I've had such a good week. Today's a very important day for us, my lovely.
But why?
Today, I finally screwed up my courage to ask you out.
My name?
It's Enya, right?
Wow.
The rector's birthday is coming up. Plenty of folks will want to gift the esteemed scientist a lot.
Where should we look for this Palatinus?
Please, Albert, do not
Guess
utter
what
that
I saw
name.
in the refectory after supper yesterday?
Roast beef?
Perhaps they could aid us.
A polar bear, sweetest of sweetnesses.
I implore you. No, I demand of you. Capture. Arden is my ancestral home. It's not in the best condition right now, but I can't allow a rogue elemental to tear it down.
been waiting for an audience with Mage Erasmus for over an hour, and waiting on someone else.
Shamak. Amalor. What do you think of this marvel? The first prototype Guardian Golem. First, and until a certain component is found, also the last one.
I hope this wise old man is satisfied with his new toy.
Didn't you recognize the man? That's His Serenity, Archmage Kaythorn.
Of course I did. I wish to speak to him about the Mage Factory.
Oh, that's out of the question right now. First, the Archmage is deep in meditation. He dislikes being interrupted. Second, the Archmage is in low spirits. As his disciple, I assure you 'tis better to wake a dragon than face him in such a state.
You seem a wise fellow. Are you a magister?
What a strange observation, sir. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Sorry, I got distracted.
Are you interested in astronomy?
Yes. I monitor the glow and color of the stars, for such is my discipline. I can see you've come from afar. The road that lies ahead of you is also long.
Longer than the road here. I doubt it.
I have a map to a dungeon. It is full of magic artifacts and ancient treasures. I had once thought of going there myself, but I see now that this will never happen.
Magic artifacts, you say? Is this map for sale?
Of course. It's yours for a mere handful of gold coins.
It's not so far-fetched to think an ancient mage's cave might be hidden in some obscure corner of
You seem a wise
Nostria.
fellow. Are you a magister?
How wonderful. You're rich.
For now, I'm a handful of coins poorer. Thank you, though.
That map is more than just a dusty old bit of vellum with an X on it. It is a dream. May it come true in your hands.
I'd been waiting for an audience with Mage Erasmus for over an hour, and waiting on someone else. I'd been waiting for an audience with Mage Erasmus for over an hour, and waiting on someone else.
Shamak. Amalor. Sakka.
Erasmus is the best there is. He once told my fortune regarding my Aunt Freya's vast estate. I wanted to know.
I implore you. No, I demand of you. Capture that darned spirit. I implore you. No, I demand of you. Capture that.
The rector's birthday is the most important event of the semester.
I decided to help you out. Here are all the ingredients you need.
Perfect. I had just enough time to reread Iphicletes. Cathon criticizes his theory of the world being composed of minuscule particles, remember? Undoubtedly, the Archmage is right. The world is nothing but materialized concepts. You're about to witness a simple experiment that proves just that. I found several books in Oleron's library describing a conceptual materialization ritual. It didn't take long to compile my own incantation.
Yeah, I already realized you're a voracious bookworm. Are you going to return the cups or not?
Weren't you listening? I just said I'm ready to materialize the concept of a silver cup. Oh, can we move on from the cups finally? Just so you know, I returned an extra cup for good measure. I'd much rather you considered the number of books loaned out by the library that never return. That's the real tragedy. I was trying to find the last volume of King Demir's deeds to better acquaint myself with dwarven magical traditions, but it was nowhere to be found. Imagine that.
The rector's birthday is the most important event of the semester. A good many eminent guests will be.
I'll start from the beginning.
Has everyone read Cathon's treatise
Margaret's
on the
staring at
nature of
Wilfred.
things?
And then she'll claim she doesn't get it. Again, say no.
More?
Have you been bewitched?
What year are you in?
I'll start from the beginning. It worked.
Oops. Has everyone read Cathon's treatise on the nature of... I never doubted for a second you'd be able to solve our little problem.
I'm used to more challenging assignments.
For a non-graduate of the Mage's Tower, you did a great job. Better than some of the dunderheads standing before me now.
Oops.
Have you been bewitched?
Oops.
Where should we look for this Palatinus? Searching for him too. Perhaps they could aid us.
Sweetest of sweetnesses. My fondest.
Guess what I saw in the refectory after supper yesterday?
Otherwise, we're headed for trouble.
Today's a very important day for us, my lovely.
A mistake. A mistake with Cedric. Mistakes are unacceptable, unprofessional. We lured the mage out with a guide, but we never caught him. Never realized Cedric's gang was nearby.
See?
Never
Magic
took
cards
him.
never lie. We're definitely going on a date today.
I've had such a good week. I've sold 6 magic tomes, 26.
First years
I've
are
been
always
waiting for an
underfoot.
audience with Mage Erasmus for over an hour, and waiting on someone else.
You seem a wise fellow. Are you a magister? Oh, it's you. I heard about the epic battle in the Marcellan dungeons. Shame I wasn't there.
It's probably for the best. At least you weren't in our way. Horace sent me to help you retrieve a tabula for golems. You need to help me arrest Baron DuPont.
The tabula can wait. I have a different task for you. Help us find some fresh recruits for the Guard. To restore Nostria's rightful position in the world, Montier sent most of our knights abroad on crusade. There are barely enough fighting men left to guard the Citadel. In a tavern not far from here, you'll find Greflet, a former brother-in-arms. He's a mercenary now. He commands a troop called the Grey Knights. Rumor has it, he's drinking pure aquas by the barrel, brawling and frightening the maids and disciples. Now, here's what I'm thinking. You have a supple way with words. Perhaps you could speak with Greflet and see how he and his Grey Knights are set for work. Ideally, you'll persuade them to leave their mercenary lives behind and enlist in the Royal Guard. They're strong and capable warriors. If you're able to enlist Greflet, many folks will be indebted to you, and not just the Guard.
I've been waiting for an audience with Mage Erasmus for over an hour.
Can't you go around?
Where should we look for this Palatine?
Guess what I saw in the refectory?
Please, Albert, do not utter that name.
But what if someone else is searching for it?
Today's a very important day for us, my lovely.
But why?
My boy wrote to say he started studying the art of brewing elixirs. I was so pleased and my heart skipped.
Whoa there! Look at that mad wizard go.
Hey there. What's this about a mad wizard?
Mad wizard? I can't tell you much. That odd bird didn't say a lot that made sense. It burst in here, eyes all crazed and gleaming, as if someone was chasing it with a broadsword. I tried to calm him. I spoke very soothingly. Then he screamed, "Don't touch me! Palatinus's name is cursed!" and fled, never to be seen again.
So, where did he go with his gleaming eyes and all?
To the old ruins. They're not far from here.
That reminds me of Palatinus.
So I shielded the miller's daughter with my left hand and picked up an iron bar with the other and battered that.
Why the
bear
tragic
about his
sighs,
hairy
dear fellow?
snout.
Let us raise it.
Sorry. Oh, you're not from the fair, are you?
Hey there, girl. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know about the fair on the Eastern Road? Merchants from Lorien and Artisania gather there to trade.
I'm a stranger to these parts and don't know anything about the local fairs. And no, I haven't seen it.
My father, Edel, went to the fair and never returned. He promised to return within a day with a present for me, but he's still not back. Perhaps you'll learn something if you're out that way.
Oh my.
Whoa there! Look at that mad wizard.
What an intriguing village, with a very unusual magical signature. Do you know what this device was detecting?
No, of course not. But fortunately, the Creator has heard my prayers. Amanda, a neighbor of mine from Parnack, found me. Let me present her to you and she'll explain it all.
Always pleased to meet someone learned.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Amanda, a disciple of the Mage's Tower. Bernard was exceedingly nervous about the device, so I said I would try to figure it out myself. Let me see it. Give me a few minutes.
Well, what does it say?
It indicates a strong efflux of dark charms in the village, most intensely by the mountain wall. What could it be? Oh, Creator, the Mage's Tower!
Why am I not surprised to hear about mages?
Grills! There are several of these round waste grills on high, and one of them is open. That means the mages were dumping their magical garbage down on the village. The locals have nothing to do with it. We thought the villagers of Rickville were poisoning us. They've always hated us. But as it turns out, the mages are truly to blame.
Such a grave accusation must be supported by proof. Any ideas?
How about this? Let's meet in the Mage's Tower in the yard by the Market Street. I seem to recall something relevant in the archives. Not to worry. I'll figure something out.
Whoa there! Look at that mad wizard go.
My boy wrote to say he started studying the art of brewing elixirs. I was so pleased and my heart
Narrow shot, horse.
Sounds like
So I shielded the miller's daughter with my left hand.
I tried to
And
ask.
Who are you? Another one of those who want to get to the DuPont's estate? So you should know, I only guard it. I have no invitations.
So, You're the captain of those mercenaries who serve DuPont.
Ha! That's right. I wouldn't have touched him with a 10-foot pole. There was one girl, poetess, but he took her from me, bastard.
Well, maybe you should quit your mercenary work. I hear the Royal Guard is calling up all former knights.
Let them call up as much as they wish. I'm not going to return. I don't want to be blamed in Lamarok's death again. Never, ever. I'm tired of that story.
Baron Lamarok. I've heard the name. So what happened to him?
Yes, something. All right. I had a brother in arms, Baron Lamarok. He had a castle right here under the hill. I visited it quite often. So, one day we had a fight in front of the guests. A serious fight. And some bastard took advantage of that. That very night he was killed. Stabbed in the back with a dagger. In his own bedroom. I was accused of his murder and kicked out of the guard. That's it. Not a word more. And Castle Lamarok burned down soon after. Not by accident, obviously. Someone covering their tracks. But my heart tells me that some clues may have been left there. Wish I could find those bastards.
Well, I need to examine the ruins of Castle Lamarok.
You don't see that.
It might well shed light on the mysterious death in the past.
Why the tragic sighs, dear fellow?
Let us raise a glass of aquas to the Archmage Cathorn's health instead. Haven't you noticed it yourself? Our spells are requiring more and more magic. Some of them have stopped working altogether.
Could it be that you're in love?
Let us raise a glass of aquas to love.
So I shielded the
Whoa
village
there!
guard.
Look at that mad wizard go.
Yeah, you don't see that. So I shielded the village guard with my left hand and picked with a firearm. It wasn't a firearm.
You want a piece of this?
Another cart from the fair. The lair must be close.
That was a good outing. My hand still hurts after that blow I landed. Did you see? Were you even holding the right end of the club? That was a good outing. My hand still hurts after that blow I landed.
I hope I'll be spared the typical traps and riddles this time. I need to think about it, I guess. It's really simple. I found the crypts. I hope the treasure is still inside.
hand still hurts after that blow
Were you even holding the right end of the club?
What do you want? We're cutting timber here. I'd stay far away, unless you want to catch a falling tree. What do you want? We're cutting timber here. I'd stay far away, unless you want to catch a falling tree.
That was a good outing.
My hand still hurts after that blow I landed. Did you see?
Were you even holding the right end of the club?
Huh?
That was a good outing.
My hand still hurts after that blow I landed. Did you see?
Were you even holding the right end of the club?
Huh?
What do you want? We're cutting...
That was a good outing.
Whoa there! Look at that mad wizard go.
Yeah, you don't see that every day. What did he want?
Palatinus, we need to talk. Raise your shield, please.
Go away! Stop torturing me! My soul is afire! Can you not see how I am suffering? Oh, never again will I pursue easy money. The elementals are charging my shield right now! If you dare break into their cage, they'll tear you to pieces! Neither you nor they can get me! Now get out of here!
Venenum magnum letum veritas vista amita avarva satya. Why can't I remember? Curse this poison! Leave me be! Let me focus! Stop pestering me!
to directly connect his shield to the spirit realm. A genius indeed. Let's continue. Something's wrong.
won't you let me work? Who hired you? Was it Bludgeon Tenebros? I've got nothing to do.
I have a guest letter granting access to the Mage Factory with your seal and signature. What do you say to that?
Yes, the letter is mine. I'll tell you the truth. My daughter Teresa is severely ill. Our healers were unable to help her, but I'd heard of someone in Artisania.
The details don't interest me. I need to know everything about your dealings with the two guests from that letter. Their names were Ursula and Albert, right?
They promised to pay for Teresa's treatment. In return, I was to create a special poison for them. You see, I uncovered a secret of the Dark Adepts. The Mage Factor named it the Widow's Kiss. I haven't a clue why. The poison drives its victims to fits of insanity. Strange name for it. I told Albert numerous times he needed to use Lorianese glass flasks, but he never listened. Poor old fellow. I wonder if he's still alive.
Looks like you breathed in a lungful of that poison yourself. Stick to the point, Palatinus.
Yes, of course. I just need to focus. Those greedy aristocrats. They demanded I make them more poison. As if one order wasn't enough. Because of them, I was in a rush, and then... the boiling flask burst right in front of me, poison spraying everywhere. They ran, of course. Oh, Creator, the sound of those screams coming through the window. Dreadful.
I don't believe you. If the retort had burst in your hands, you would be mad too. How are you still able to talk, Palatinus?
I had time to take the antidote. There was little enough of it, but it was effective. And if my hands weren't shaking, I'd buy the elements. I remember nothing more. Why did I come here?
It appears from the equipment laid out here that you were about to produce another dose of poison. Were you not?
No. I know I'm making an antidote. I must eliminate Widow's Kiss to the last drop. This poison must be destroyed. But wait! Only my retort burst. The second was in Ursula's hands. That's it! They still have the Widow's Kiss! You must find them immediately! I beg of you, find Al...
My boy wrote to say he started studying the art of brewing elixirs. I was so pleased to my heart.
Today's a very important day for us.
I've had such a good week. I've sold 6 magic tomes, 26 workbooks, and 4...
Where should we look for this Palatinus?
This was to be expected. I am so sorry, my bright daffodil, but this is the end for us.
Ursula, please be calm. I will deal with this. Now you listen to me. To begin, the disaster was not caused by the poison. Palatinus is wrong. That's not why it happened. Second, we don't have the retort. We left it back at the foundry.
Very well. I want to know everything you saw.
Yes, I will tell you everything. You see, we weren't the only nighttime guests at the Mage Factory. We were just fetching the order when I stumbled upon some horrible ritual. And the explosion! We ran outside and that spirit attacked us. It was furious. Ursula dropped the boiling flask. Palatinus saved us. He subdued the spirit with a spell and it let us go. We left the flask behind at the Mage Factory.
Now this is starting to sound like the truth to me.
We were at Castle Ardennes. Palatinus fled right away, and the spirit... What was his name?
Ador. That was what Palatinus called him. That is the spirit's true name, Ador. Unfortunately, before I could command this entity, it called for help.
More spirits appeared, and we ran. Oh, how we ran. And then... what else could we do? We spent our last coin on that poison.
By what evidence can I know you are telling the truth?
If you need a witness, talk to Ador. He will tell you we're telling the truth.
We told you everything. You won't put us in chains after we've been so helpful to your investigation, will you?
The shady schemes of the Marcellan nobles interest me not in the slightest. I've seen far more nefarious characters.
I implore you. No, I demand of you. Capture that darn spirit. Castle Ardennes is my ancestral home. It's not in the best condition right now, but
Have you picked up a plate mask from Anubis yet?
Are you sure? What, never caught any ghosts? Just throw it!
The hell with him! I didn't sign up for this.
Now, what do you think you're doing here?
Our mentor sent us to this castle and provided this magic cage. We are to catch a rampaging elemental.
Don't be silly. This is no simple elemental, but a primordial spirit. It summoned its own horde of lesser spirits for minions. It's mighty powerful. And this dunderhead left the cage way over there.
Looks like Gazella was right about my needing to intervene.
Really? That's great news. If you could clear a path for us, we'll sneak up to the cage and capture the spirit.
What are you waiting for? Go ahead and attack them.